Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to Airy Fairy Tarot. I'm Fairlight. I'm making videos again, so thank you for stopping by. Um, Starting all my videos with a disclaimer. I am at work, so please forgive any background noise you may hear or music or whatever. But if you happen to be in downtown Asheville, come on by Instant Karma. You can get a personal reading or a palm reading or an astrology report, whatever you like. So come on by. But if not, you can hit me up and we don't have to be in person, whatever. All right, so I've already laid out some cards and whoa, Scorpio, I mean, it's funny, all these readings so far, it seems like everybody's been through something, but Scorpio, shit, I mean, do I title this one Shit Show or what? Leaving the shit show. I like that saying, not my circus, not my monkeys. And I'm sorry, you've been through hell. You have been through fucking hell. And starting it, like I was meditating. Ooh, see, there's that music in the background. I was like meditating and I was like just looking at cards and flipping up. And I saw Ace of Cups reversed. I saw Three of Swords, like heartache, no love. And I'm like, are you talking to me? No, I'm just kidding. Well, and I do have a Scorpio moon, so, I get it. So it looks like a number of Scorpios are going through an energy of heartbreak. This doesn't necessarily have to be like a romantic relationship, but definitely a lot of fucking turmoil, like a life shattering. Okay, let me just start showing you some cards. We'll start with the fun old Tower card. La, 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 la. So, some people will even say that Pluto, which rules Scorpio, that this is a sign for Pluto. So, I've heard a number of astrologers lately say that everything Pluto touches dies first. But a lot of times things need to die, right? So, and so the Tower card is sitting with the Hierophant reversed. So, this could be a lot of times I'll talk about the greater scheme in the world. We're watching the end to an old paradigm. But for that to manifest, we're all embodying an end to a personal paradigm in ourselves. So what's great about this shattering experience that you went through, this hell that you went through, is that you, hopefully through all of this, you have learned to take your power back, because you've learned that when you allow an outside authority to govern your life, they don't do what's best for you. They don't fucking care, So, yay, ta-da! But you're a Scorpio. This ain't your first rodeo or your first shit show, I'm sure. So, you've come through it. And it's funny how the cards group themselves. I don't do any like regular spreads or anything. I just lay the cards out the way they tell me to. So in this particular, it's a grouping of three. You've got the Tower, the Hierophant, and then the Queen of Pentacles upright. So that, I like to say that kind of encompasses the whole rest of the reading, that you've been through hell, you became disillusioned, you took your power back, and now you find that the power is all here in your lap. The power is that you are responsible for creating your own foundation. You can't give your power away, or else they'll destroy your life with it, But when you realize that the power all sits here, the power all sits here. It's all you. It's all you. And, Scorpios are so fucking powerful. And of course I'll say that because I have a Scorpio moon. But, in my 10th house, whatever. But because a Scorpio energy is so very, like, you feel so much. You feel when others are in pain, or when you feel everything so much that you just want to make it better. And so that's why it's so easy to just give your power away. But life has shown you, take your power back. Take your power back. So let's move on to some more cards. So this was an interesting arrangement because these two cards mirror each other. You've got the Lovers in reverse mirroring the Devil upright. So for those of you who this is a love reading, and if it isn't a love reading, then apply it however. It feels like it's something that you thought was really awesome, something that you thought maybe was true love or just a really good situation, but it turned out like the devil has shown his horns. So take a deep breath, because often relationships of all different kinds, this could be a job, this could be a number of things, just energy that you've moved through. It starts out so good, but then it becomes codependent. Sorry, I started space element. Airy fairy tarot. All right. So, so it turned to codependency. And I'm sorry that that's what happened. But a lot of times, and this could just be an internal thing that you've come through, because I'm trying to think like, how is this manifested in my own life? I haven't been in a relationship for a while, but I have definitely been through this in my own internal landscape. I've had to face my own demons, where I maybe thought I was the angel. I thought that I was so la-di-da-di-da. Okay, I have to interrupt. I don't paint my nails. Sorry, Scorpio. I don't normally do that. I'm not a nail person at all. I got this because I thought it would be funny. And so my nails look like a 5-year-old painted them because I painted them. Okay. Anyway, so pay no attention to the nails. All right. So, so a situation, whether it was you inside, and really, not, I'm looking at it and I'm like, maybe this was like an inner battle. So it could have been outer, could have been inner, however it applies, But all of a sudden, whatever the situation was, made you look deep inside. So what a blessing. What a blessing all of this is, for you to face your own demons and for you to have to call your own bullshit. I like to empower people, but I also like us to empower ourselves to look inside and face our own demons, do that shadow work. That was another thing that had come up, was the moon. So you've been doing a lot of shadow work. You've had to see, where are you toxic? Where are you? And again, this could be somebody else. This could be a relationship, whatever. But looking and seeing, how does it all mirror? La, 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 la. How does it all mirror? What is the mirror of this? And wanting to turn it around, but you have to look at this first and seeing, and this is also Capricorn energy. I might go into the astrology too. I'm getting a little bit distracted, but just realizing, where are you allowing disempowering bullshit to cloud your life and to block you from attaining your highest good? A lot of times you can be in a situation where you, exactly, things will look really good and you're going into it, and then all of a sudden drama comes up, and you have a choice there. And if you can just grasp that moment and realize, I have a choice to how I react to this. And so you can get sucked into the drama and get sucked into something and then have hindsight and say, God, I wish I wouldn't have done that. Or you can seize that moment. And sometimes I found like a lot of times these scenarios, they don't happen all by yourself. They will happen with others. And so I recently did feel like I was being pulled into kind of a drama situation. And but you can heal on different levels. You can do spirit work. And so I went into the spirit realm, and you don't have to do this, but this is one way to do it. And I asked my higher self, and I called to their higher self, and I had a conversation, and I said, you know what? I see the drama that's trying to unfold, and I've done this before, and I really don't want to play this out. And I see the power in you, this whole namaste, that the light in me sees the light in you, the love in me sees the love in you. Why don't we take this scenario and create a new outcome? Why don't we raise ourselves to the higher octave? And so, and the situation resolved itself. And it wasn't like immediate. Actually, there was like an immediate response, but it took a little bit for it to completely unravel. But when you hold yourself in this higher perspective, and you see that you could be being drawn into something, And so that's that whole time thing. Time is not a grid based on the number 12. You can follow that, but that's the matrix. That's a false time prison matrix based on the number 12, these little calendars that are grids with little cells that are put us in prison. And then a clock based on the number 12. I think there's some power to the number 12. So just think on that. But true time is cyclical. True time is a spiral. Think about how the earth spins in a spiral, goes around the sun in a spiral. The moon goes around the earth in a spiral. Think about the solstices and the equinoxes. It's all cyclical. The moon, again, going around the earth. And that's why time in its truest essence is more feminine. And so the feminine bodies manifest a cycle. And I could go deeper into that. Just, I feel like the moon, the lunar aspect is actually transitioning to like a masculine, because our masculine energy needs to release the illusion of time and get back into the natural cycles. All right, that seems way off topic, but Scorpio, it came up. So I feel like if there's a key in that for anybody, if that gives you anything, then good, take it. And if it doesn't, then pretend, pay no attention. No, I'm just kidding. So we'll get a little bit astrological. We've got something representing Pluto and something representing Capricorn. And we've got all this Capricorn stuff going on right now. So I don't know quite what the correlation is, but I do feel like there is one if you want to pull your own, or maybe it'll come to me later, except that, we've had Pluto in Capricorn since I think 2008. I'm into astrology. I do astrology charts, but I'm not super good at that. So I just listen to what other people say. But the way I've seen it, the way it's been kind of shown to me, and I like this imagery now, is like Pluto came in and it started knocking down structures. This is like energetic structures, but they could be characterized as like city skyscrapers and all that kind of stuff, knocking it down. And then Saturn came in, I think in early 2018 into Capricorn and started doing some more knocking down. And then they went in retrograde. And I feel like they came back and they started pulling up the concrete. And now they're moving forward. And it's like priming the earth. And now Jupiter just came into Capricorn with Venus. And I feel like now they're planting seeds for the new earth. Ta-da! And we've got goodbye patriarchy. Hello, balance. And I do feel like it's a balance. I don't feel like it's just for the feminine energy to come in and take over or anything like that. I do feel like it's time for the feminine energy to rise up. And so the feminine energy, the sun transitioning to the feminine and the moon transitioning to the masculine, so that we can receive those nourishing rays from the sun and that feminine energy shining down on us. And then the masculine can return to natural cycles. And so we can create this partnership, and eventually after many cycles, sometimes the sun will be masculine and the moon will be feminine. And sometimes the sun will be feminine and the moon will be masculine. And we move like that in our oneness and all that stuff. Okay. Well, y'all's reading is a bit different from the other readings I've done, but I love that Scorpio energy. I also have Uranus in Scorpio, and I don't want to go into my own chart, but I share. I love that I touch Scorpio energy, and all of a sudden I'm like, it's the Fair Light Show. I don't mean to do that. All right, so let's get back to you. We've got this fighting card with the King of Cups. So to me, this talks about a internal struggle. That cups, that water energy. I feel like that's Scorpio energy, right? It's not feminine, but it's the masculine energy. And so we're talking about that. So see, we all come full circle here. We've been really fighting with what is masculine energy anymore, because the old paradigm isn't really representative of the energy we're moving into. The new paradigm, it's here. We're here. A lot of us are here. There's some that are, over there, but a lot of us are here, and so, but there's still a lot of we don't know what to build yet. We're still finding ourselves. We're still again, we're just like just beginning to plant seeds. And so there's a lot of internal struggle. So I feel like what's being said here is I always say, get a notebook and just start writing shit down. I'm feeling like even though it's not swords energy, it's this energy, it's still a fighting it's chaotic energy, and so it really helps to start writing things down so that you can organize the chaos a little bit. And so what am I fighting myself about? What am I struggling with? It feels like in all this shattering, and I love Scorpio energy because you go so deep. So take a deep breath and just start writing whatever it is. What am I so pissed off about, or what am I fighting myself about? What and then this is a loving king and he is upright. So it's like, what do I feel? What am I not acknowledging? What do I want to acknowledge? What do I feel like I'm missing out on, or what do I feel like, you know? And it's funny, all this fighting, like standing your ground, and um, and now there are different kinds of things, but the two cards that are really wanting to be present in this is it's like a fighting off this poverty consciousness, but I don't feel like that's quite it. It's a deeper sense of abandonment, fighting off the sadness, fighting off maybe now. I know personally, I've been in a lot of like depression lately, a lot of like, I feel like I slept through the whole month of November. I don't remember much from it. And so it's like, it's almost like fighting your way back up out of this hole. So honor that, and if I took all these cards together, all this internal stuff, and maybe you do have just been wanting to sleep, but now you're fighting your way out of that funk. And so just honor the process, really. Honor the process, because this is some huge shifting energy we've been doing. Huge shifting of energy. And then we've also had Mars in your sign. Still, Mars is still in your sign. And that, right? The fight coming out, and it is like I'm fighting my out of these feelings of abandonment, finding that and doing that mirror work. I love Louise Hay. You Can Heal Your Life really changed my life. So whether you get the book or don't, get a mirror, look in the mirror and look in your own eyes and say, I love you. I really love you. I love you. Look in your left eye and say, I love you. Look in your right eye and say, I really love you. Look into both eyes, I love you. And then watch all the lies come up, if there are. If it's easy, then cool, it's easy. For some people, a lot of people, it's not easy. Some people can't even look in the mirror and do it. But do it anyway. And if the lies come up, the people, a lot of times there's ghosts or whatever, mom, dad, or whoever, your love isn't supposed to be for you. Your love is for everybody else. You're selfish if you love yourself. Just say, I know that's what you've said, but I don't believe it anymore. I love you. I love you. Look in your own eyes and say, no, I really love you. I approve of you. I accept you. And then I like to add on at the end, and no matter what, I got you. And do that. I love you. I love you. Do it several times a day. Do it day after day after day after day. And if it's hard at first, just keep doing it anyway. If it's easy at first, keep doing it anyway. Because I know for myself, there came a shift when I looked in the mirror and I looked in my own eyes and I said, I love you. And the eyes had changed. The eyes looking back at me were so sincere. I saw so much clarity and so much love shining back at me. And I've never been the same since. So that's something that you can do to bring yourself out of this funk. But even when I go through my phases, I go through my cycles. So honor the process. We're all masculine. We're all feminine. I've been processing out a lot of things and I feel so much healthier now. And again, this isn't about me, but if I can be a reflection for the energy that you've been feeling, you have been through a major fucking process, whatever it looked like, whether it was in a relationship with someone else, or whether it was in a scenario with several people, or whether it was an inner, demon that you had to face, or all of the above, But the good news is, it's over now. It does look like you've had to move away from something. Here is this Ace of Cups reversed, but with this Ace of Cups reversed is this Eight of Swords reversed. So maybe you had to like take off the rose-colored glasses and see that something wasn't for you. Maybe you were processing like a painful relationship or just a painful situation. Maybe it was an ideal that you had. Or whatever it is, but something that you thought was going to fill your cup, that you thought was going to be emotionally fulfilling, it didn't work out, and but it was creating so much disharmony in yourself. You were judging yourself. You kept yourself in a prison. You thought that life was supposed to be a certain way, or you were supposed to be a certain way. And now that you've moved away from that, now that you've moved away from that, you're on a brand new journey. Take a deep breath. Sit up straight, make your back straight, put your feet on the floor and take a deep breath and breathe it in. We're on a new journey. La, 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 la. So much love and joy and peace. Scorpio, you have processed so much. And I feel like this has been a process not just for you, but for the whole collective, because Scorpio is just one of those energies. We are natural alchemists. We do the alchemy, we do the work. But you're on a brand new journey now. Brand new journey. And I always like to acknowledge the zero, because the zero is like a womb. And in that womb, that's where the imagination is. In that womb, anything can manifest, anything that you choose to activate it with. Anything. So really take a deep breath and write down, get clarity, get clarity about what this is, and then align yourself and focus on, where do I want to go from here? Where does this destination, where do I want to go? And then trust that life is taking you there. And it may feel like an unknown, but I feel like after all of this that you've been through, after all of this, let your feelings guide you. Let your love guide you. And I'm seeing like that whole phoenix energy, and that eagle, the other animal besides a Scorpio, or a scorpion for Scorpio, is an eagle. That eagle energy, or that phoenix energy. Fly overhead, let your imagination take you, and just get that perspective. Take a look at the landscape and get an idea of where you want to go, which, bringing it back down to earth, look at your options. Write down, what are my gifts? What are my talents? What am I passionate about? What are my aspirations? What are my dreams? And whatever your soul is guiding you towards, let that feeling in your soul, let that feeling in your heart and soul align yourself, and let life take you there. Oh, bless the journey, sacred, beautiful Scorpio. Thank you for your love and your process and your presence in this world. Thank you for the magic that you do. Thank you for enduring what it is to be misunderstood and carrying on anyway. I love you, Scorpio. So much love and blessings to you. I'll see you next time. Oh, and of course, if you'd like a private reading, there's information down below. But otherwise, yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace and love, Scorpio. Thanks.